With younger and younger idols debuting into the industry every day, fans are growing increasingly concerned about what this means for their development and their overall safety. Many even question how their parents feel about their situation and how stage parenting has now become a common thing in K-pop. Young idols debuting is increasingly more common nowadays. However, the support of their parents rarely makes headlines despite the fact that these are adults in their lives who truly strive to see a successful career for their young kids. Stage parents, as many call them, are those who play an especially big role in guiding their children into the entertainment industry. In K-pop, where the journey from trainee to idol is grueling and often very isolating, the relationship between young stars and their parents can be both supportive and complicated. It's hard to imagine a parent allowing their child to venture into an industry known for its intense work ethic, strict contracts, and high-pressure environment, and for many families, the decision to let a child audition or train to become an idol is not an easy one. Yet, despite the long hours, physical demands, and constant public scrutiny, countless parents agree to this path and, in fact, encourage it. One of the most fascinating aspects of this practice is the way the relationship between parents and their children changes when they enter the industry. On one hand, parents are expected to be the protective middlemen, shielding their children from exploitation and pressure. On the other, the nature of K-pop demands that these idols spend years away from home, dedicating themselves fully to the training and performance schedules set by their agencies, something parents are oftentimes completely removed from. In many cases, it is said that the parents actually have next to no idea what is actually going on behind the closed doors of the agencies. However, seeing the ways in which some idols have been scouted, it's clear that a lot of parents place their full trust into these agencies. Scouting in the K-pop industry can be very weird at times, as many idols have indeed been scouted as very young and in very unexpected places, like at a mall, in front of their school, or even on a family vacation where their parents were present. There are even stories of idols like Seventeen's Hoshi being bribed with ice cream to go to auditions, or EXO's Sehun, who was actually chased by an agent for half an hour as he didn't believe their story. Hearing these stories, it's no wonder that many are concerned with the way parents allow their children to audition, as it all sounds quite risky and even sketchy from an outside perspective. While the promise of stardom is incredibly alluring, the odds of actually becoming a successful idol are slim, which means many parents are prepared to take a risk when allowing these things to happen. It is not uncommon for parents to be caught between hope and fear, as we constantly hear stories of idols talking about being overworked or getting into privacy scandals, and if fans are concerned, then what must their parents be thinking in those moments? Once contracts are signed, the companies essentially become the guardians of their young idol trainees, and many parents later question whether they fully understood the implications of such agreements. This means many parents must have incredible trust in these companies. However, one also cannot help but wonder how deeply involved parents are in their children's careers and whether they are actually aware of the potential bad when signing these contracts. In many cases, trainees are minors, and the role of the parent should ideally be to act as a safeguard between these young aspirants and the often harsh corporate world of K-pop. Entertainment companies are certainly used to painting a picture of a glamorous future, which can make the decision seem less scary. The allure of success and financial stability often overshadows the risks, leading many parents to give the green light without fully comprehending the sacrifices their children will have to make. However, there are also heartbreaking stories that have shown just quite how difficult it can be for some parents to accept the potential idol lifestyle, as there have even been instances where it has led to severe rifts between idols and their families. Some idols have even fled from home to pursue their dreams, leaving their families behind, or even leaving their home country and their parents thousands of miles away, as many foreign-born idols have done. Yet, for many idols, their early struggles and familial conflicts serve as motivation to succeed and provide a better life for their parents. But despite the many consequences and past stories, we still continue to see children being allowed and even encouraged to enter the industry, with more and more parents even taking a role in furthering their children's careers. YG Entertainment's girl group BABYMONSTER has been making headlines well before their official debut, largely due to the young age of the members and the prominent role their parents have decided to play in their careers. With most members being minors, 4 of them even being under 16, netizens have begun to question whether the level of parental involvement in their training and public image is needed, as it seems to promote the idea of young children working in this manner. For many, the involvement of parents is seen as a comforting safety net. BABYMONSTER's youngest member, Chiquita, was born in 2009, and her family actively supports her on social media platforms like Instagram and TikTok, sharing updates and even recreating her solo dances in an obvious effort to help her gain viral traction. Similarly, Haram's mother engages with fans on Instagram, answering questions and providing insights about her daughter and the group. Farida's mother has also made headlines for her public support, even going so far as to send flowers to Blackpink's Lisa alongside Chiquita's mother as a gesture of gratitude for supporting their upcoming career. For many fans, these displays of support can be seen as reassuring as they feel that it proves the idols are being watched over and guided properly by their parental figures. However, not everyone sees this as a good thing. Critics argue that the constant sharing of personal details by the parents of these minors invades the children's privacy and creates an environment where parasocial relationships can easily occur. This isn't really something that was common in past generations, as the general consensus in the industry was that the idols' families were to be kept somewhat private. This new age approach to supporting children in the industry is what has brought in the idea of stage parents or dance moms, as known from more Western fields. One common sentiment shared online is the concern that parents should remain more reserved, offering support from behind the scenes rather than engaging directly in public Q&A sessions and frequent updates. Many fans worry that this approach, while well-intentioned, might blur the line between genuine support and marketing off children without their full consent. Some fans have pointed out that while parental support is vital, it should not come at the cost of the child's ability to have a normal personal space away from the constant glare of public attention. In K-pop, the success of idols often depends on their ability to connect intimately with fans while maintaining a carefully curated public image. However, many feel as if these parents might be taking it too far due to their children's young ages. Others have also pointed out that such constant exposure might set unrealistic expectations for the idols as they grow older and attempt to establish their own identities. This is why many feel like we need a better balance of things, as a supportive parent should be able to provide moral support without necessarily broadcasting every detail of their child's journey. Seeing children be allowed direct contact with their families like this is certainly refreshing, but it's important that it doesn't come at the expense of their privacy. Seeing how things usually work, many have spent years arguing that the contracts these young idols sign are shrouded in secrecy, with countless non-disclosure agreements hiding details about their working conditions and financial obligations, something families are often kept in the dark about. Netizens have been asking how it can be legal or even moral for a child to enter into a contract that gives a private profit-seeking company full financial control over their future, especially when they enter debt contracts. And despite Korea having rules that no contract can be signed without parental consent until the child reaches the age of 19, there is widespread concern among fans that companies might be getting parents to sign off on agreements that strip away too much control from the young artists. But with the rise of stage moms in the industry, many are now concerned about why parents would agree to contracts that give companies significant control over their children's lives, especially in an industry known for its intense pressure and lack of privacy. While parents might believe they are securing a brighter future for their children, they may not fully understand the long-term implications of these agreements, especially when they are seemingly encouraging their children to fully trust the companies and are seen participating in promoting their children. Because of all the risks involved in the industry and the potential of never even seeing your child for months at a time, the Korean Ministry of Culture, Sports, and Tourism, along with the Korean Creative Content Agency, have taken steps to educate parents and protect trainees. Initiatives such as seminars for parents and an online registry for entertainment companies aim to combat fraudulent practices and ensure that the exploitation of trainees is minimized, even aiming to minimize their work weeks. But despite the controversies and complexities, there are many heartwarming stories of parental support in the K-pop world. Many idols recall how their parents, even if initially hesitant, came to support their dreams once they saw their child's dedication and hard work. Some even credit their parents for teaching them the values of perseverance and determination that have helped them succeed in a cutthroat industry. Stories of idols using their success to help their parents achieve a better life only serve as more encouragement for others to allow their children into the same industry.